All right, I think we're good. What's up, Facebook family and YouTube? I had to delete some stuff to create room, but and this tripod isn't the best, so I hate having to move it or adjust it at all because I'm not sure if it's gonna hold up. But we'll see. I got it in a good space right now, I believe. And things have been quite eventful this morning. I hadn't shared with anyone. I don't even know if I hadn't shared with too many people. Don't know if I'm gonna share now. We'll see. We shall see. Alright. See the car itself. That's what we're here for. Gonna use the Amudra deck today as well. And this one is a chakra. So there's gonna be mudras that address, our chakras. Not sure which ones. We'll see when the cards come out. But I did just watch a video from the Heidi Life. I think that's what it's called. Jessica Alexandria. She's a reader, an intuitive, a professional astrologer. And she just did a reading on this girl named Gabby Petito. I don't know her. I don't know who she is. And at this time, there's wind blowing towards me. And I'm noticing it's like the tides are coming in and blowing towards me. So that's more activity on the water that has been since I've been out here. And I've definitely, been out here for at least 30 minutes. I wanted to move my bag there because it is kind of windy. And I don't want the wind to blow the cards. But it's a YouTuber that has gone missing. I don't know who she is or how long she's been missing or anything like that, or what type of videos she does or did. But it was an interesting read. Maybe a trigger warning for some people. I forget. I think that's the term that you say. Yeah. So it was quite heavy. It was quite heavy. But what I do want to say and ask of whoever, may view this video is for prayers for Gabby. Of course, I was just speaking of her, but also prayers for my mother. She's not feeling well. So definitely prayers for her. Let's just get into the message. Let's get into the message. What's the main energy for today? Divine forces of unconditional love, light, peace, health, prosperity, and everything good, loving. We have the Four Cups energy, which is that depression energy, maybe discontent energy. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles, which is, that the energy of working together. So maybe there isn't any teamwork or not enough teamwork in regards to a certain situation. I'm not sure if I finished my petition or prayer, but divine forces of unconditional love, light, peace, wealth, health, prosperity, and everything good, lovely, and wonderful. What does the collective need to know at this time? What do we need to know at this time for our highest good? Shay, Shakti, Second. Amen. Thank you for clearing accurate messages. All right, let's get it. Let's get into it. What's the main energy, please? Ten of Cups. I'm happy to see that. That is one of the happiest cards in the deck. So, Spirit definitely wants us to focus on the things that we want. Focus on things turning out the way that we want them to. And at this moment, it's been kind of gloomy, and the sun is coming out. It's getting brighter behind me. As I've been out here, it's dark, it gets bright, it gets darker, you know, like it's going to rain or something. So I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Let's get 3 cards to clarify the Ten of Cups. Page of Swords. So that is the energy of communication, of message. Perhaps it could be the energy of someone spying on you. Maybe someone is watching you in your happy energy. So we got the Hangman, the Ten of Swords, and the Temperance. So the Hangman is, you know, a standstill energy, a stagnant energy. Ten of Swords is, you know, can be a very painful ending. A painful ending. And then we have Temperance here. Which for me is the energy of like the ancestors. Letting you know that everything is going to be all right. That everything is good. Temperance is also a patience card. You know, to have patience, letting you know that, you know, we heard your prayer, we're here. So maybe that we have this Ten of Cups as the overall energy, because we may have prayed with this Page of Swords to our ancestors for, you know, whatever it is, joy, happiness, healing. And Spirit is saying, you know, be still. Perhaps with this Ten of Swords, the hard part is over. Like when it comes to the mental, because the Source is a mental suit. It's about your thoughts. It's like, be still. Stop thinking negatively. You know, look at things from a different perspective. And look at things from the perspective of the fact that we care for you, we love you, and we're here, and we are working things out for you. We have heard your prayer. Let's get the last card out. Look at that. Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment. Okay. And then the bottom, look at that, the Sun. I said the Ten of Cups is one of the happiest cards in the deck. And the Sun card is the other, you know. So let's get, at this point of the reading, we're just going to get cards out to clarify each of the 3 cards, clarifying the main energy. So just going to shuffle and let whatever cards come out, come out. Try not to look at them. That's enough. A lot. Maybe too many, but. So these are the cards clarifying the Page of Wands. I mean the Page of Swords. I just happened to look at the bottom of the deck, and it is the King. Oh, it's the Emperor. It's the Emperor. You're getting a message that's going to help build your confidence, to help you to stand up and make those executive decisions. You know, the Emperor is a person that makes tough decisions for the kingdom. You know, it may not be in alignment with what everyone wants, but it's for the best. You know, and you know, just taking that leadership position and leadership role. But we have, again, wish fulfillment. We have the Ten of Cups, the Sun here. So there's a lot of happy energy. So a lot of positivity here. Taking the bull by the horns and bossing up. Let's get clarification cards to clarify the Hangman, Ten of Swords, and the Temperance card. Taking back control with the Emperor card as well. You know, with it being over the Page of Swords, this could be the energy of like doubt, or you know, going back to a childlike state and feeling like you're helpless. Maybe the inner child was triggered by something or a situation. And Spirit is saying, is calling you back, saying you're not that little child anymore. You don't have to be afraid. You have more control over your circumstances. So stand up. Don't cower. Don't cower. Take the bull by the horns. Face things head on, and handle it. Because we are here with you. We are empowering you. We are supporting you. We are covering you. We are protecting you. We hear you. And so that could be in just you solidifying your faith again, you know, because I do see the Hangman here. So that's kind of like non-action, seeing things from a different perspective. And basically that's maybe what Spirit is saying. Don't sit here and worry. Take back control. Speak faith. Speak life into the situation. You don't have to do anything, but get your mental together here with the Ten of Swords. And you know, the Ten of Swords reduces to an Ace of Swords, and that what the Ace of Swords represent: victory, triumph, power. It took a lot to get there, but you have what it takes in you. You have the strength to speak things into existence. All right, so let's I didn't get the bottom of the deck card for this middle energy. We're gonna go on to the next. Since I forgot, I'm gonna leave it there. Not gonna try to make something happen that didn't happen on its own. And we'll just remember to get the bottom of the deck card here when we clarify this Nine of Cups. All right, so let's get it. All right, bottom of the deck is Two of Swords. So that is that can be confusing energy, not willing to see the truth, not willing to, needing to make a decision. And with it being out here over the Nine of Cups, you need to make the decision to see, like I said, see things in the way that you want them to go. Overall energy is the Four of Pentacles, which could be maybe that lack mentality energy. And then we do have the Hangman here. So don't fall back into old ways of, you know, looking at things from a lack mentality or a victim mentality. Or things always go wrong for me, and you know, that's having a stubborn energy. Make sure your energy is open to receive the blessings. Make sure your energy is open to receive blessings and answered prayers. Because we got, again, two of the happiest cards here leading the reading. Abundance, you know, the Sun card, the Sun and the Ten of Cups represents, you know, abundance, happiness, healing, joy, happy family, happy, you know, personal life. So let's get a goddess card. We have the Modern Goddess Oracle. I'm going to get one of these cards for each of the placements. So the Page of Swords. What? So 2 cards came out for the Page of Swords. I'm not going to look at those. Let's get a goddess energy for the Hangman, 10 of Swords, and Temperance card. 2 cards came out for that one. And the last but not least placement, last and final placement, 9 of Cups. Alright, looks like 2 came out for that. So bottom of the deck, we have Badass. And you see that big old sun in the background. I'm not familiar with this deck, so I'm going to read the meaning of the Badass. Like, what is the Badass about? It looks like it's an alphabet of order, so I don't know if it's gonna be the. No, I have to look for the T's for the Queen. So it'll be the Maiden, the Fairy, the Badass. I think I saw it. Keyword authority. So that correlates to that Emperor energy. Symbols: sunflowers. With the Sun card, roses, love, and throne. Again, the authority. Affirmation: my body, my time, my choice. My body, my time, my choice. It says, meet the archetype. Maybe this badass was not what you thought a badass would be, but that is where her divine feminine archetype shines. Exactly, I like that. While authority can mean many things, our badass is an authority in how she chooses to live her life. She has worked hard to feel comfortable in her skin, yes. How she expresses herself, yes. And is grounded from her own wise experience. Ashe. This allows her to live loud and proud, to set her own standards without worrying about what others think, and look within when making choices. I like it. Let's see if there's anything else. Yes, so it says divination, meaning being the authority in your own life can be extremely rewarding. The badass has arrived. Something flew on me. The badass has arrived in your reading as a declaration that it is time to step into your power. Empress card. Like, and the Empress is clarifying the Page. Again, Page is that child energy. Maybe you have not been stepping into your authority, or maybe you reverted back to an old ways, but Spirit is asking you to step into your authority. You're more than capable of taking charge of your life's directions and the choices you make for yourself. It's time to stand tall and be comfortable with who you are. Allow yourself to be heard. Allow yourself to be seen, loved, and valued. You may have been taking the back seat, Page of Swords, and letting others make choices for you or take all the credit for your hard work. No longer. You are a badass, and you deserve the benefits of your efforts. Work with the badass. So this is like another category on how to work with your badass. It says, own it. Make a list of all the achievements you are proud of. Be the positive change by leading, Emperor card, by example. Empower you, wellness and tarot. Come on. Nah, but empower the people around you to step into their own power and authority. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. How to heal with a badass. Ask for help if you need it when dealing with misuse of authority. Cut out any language that inflicts fear, obligation, and guilt onto others. Good shit. Take responsibility for your actions and immediately rectify any wrongdoings. So the shadow meaning could be perhaps you're maybe experiencing someone who is using their authority and someone who is abusing their position of power. Either way, it says something has to change if you're on the receiving end of mistreatment. This is the sign that you've been waiting for, to get out as safely and quickly as you can. If you are the one who is abusing your power, you are on a thin ledge. This abuse may be small manipulations through to extreme manifestations of destructive authority. Take positive decisions, decisive actions right away, and allow others to make their own choice. Exactly. Okay. So again, like Spirit is calling you to step into your power. And with the Four of Pentacles here, maybe you've been holding back, expressing yourself. And honestly, this does resonate with me, because I had to exert myself earlier today in a situation, and I was basically saying everything that card just said to someone just earlier today. So this must be the message that is needed. And Spirit wants you to stand your ground and do what it is that you need to do for yourself, and to take authority of your own life. This is about, the badass card is about taking authority over your own life and empowering others to do the same. So let's get some Mudra cards, and then we're going to get the Abraham Hicks. I really love that deck. Get a card from the Abraham Hicks. So let's get the Page of Swords. Let's get a chakra card for the Page of Swords. Wow, 2 crown chakra cards came out. So I'm not really going to look at that. The Hangman, 10 of Swords, and Temperance card. What chakra mudra do we need for that? Or it wants to come out? No, that's the third eye. That's the third eye chakra, I believe. I'll find out. I'll find out for sure. I hadn't worked with these cards in a long time, so I kind of forget. Because you see that color too. I think this one may be third eye, and that may be crown. I may have been right initially. Okay, so we have this. This is a root chakra card. I feel the wind blowing from this direction. All right, 9 of Cups. This is the sacral chakra. Bottom of the deck, we have the throat chakra, speaking your truth, which is, badass, is what the card was basically telling us. Inner truth. Wow. So it says here, integrity, truth, and communication. So speaking your truth with integrity. This mudra brings balance to the throat and vocal cords. It assists immune system, opens clear communication, and supports a balanced metabolism. To do this mudra, you hold your left hand cupped facing upward. Bring the right hand palm facing down, cupped over the top of left hand with fingers resting on the outer edge of left thumb. Bring hands into the belly center. The affirmation: I speak my truth clearly with integrity and compassion. I speak my truth clearly with integrity and compassion. I speak my truth clearly with integrity and compassion. Just as the badass card told us to do just a few moments ago. Let's get one of the Abraham Hicks card. Of course, if more than one comes out, we're going to take it. It's starting to get hot out here. I'm here for it. A small damsel fly just landed on the inner truth card. So, I would love to research the damsel fly, but I'm recording in my other phone. I did bring my other phone, However, it's not like on to where it's connected to the internet. All right, so let's get into it. The bottom of the deck card. I'm not gonna get into the card that came out for the reading just yet. It says the physical me is materialized spirit. I like that. The physical me is materialized spirit. So you're just spirit materialized, basically. Some say that you should not want money at all. This is interesting because this other card here says money is not the root of evil, nor is money the root of happiness. It says money is not the root of evil or of happiness. And this card speaks of money as well. So that's interesting. But then again, you can look at money as something, the energy of money. It provides, security. It provides substance because you can buy the things that you need to survive. So we can just see it as those things, something that provides security versus just money. Just like your home, you can sell your home and get money, but it still provides security and such. But anyway, some say that you should not want money at all because the desire for money is materialistic and not spiritual. But we want you to remember that you are here in this very physical world where spirit has materialized. You cannot separate yourself from the aspect of yourself that is spiritual. And while you are here in these bodies, you cannot separate yourself from that which is physical or material. All of the magnificent things of physical nature that are surrounding you are spiritual in nature. Okay, so let's get into the Abraham Hicks card for the reading. And I already read the thing. Money is not the root of evil or happiness. It says this important subject of money and financial success is not the root of all evil, as many have quoted, nor is it the path to happiness. So when you are able to successfully control something like the subject of money that affects most of you all day, every day, you will have accomplished something rather significant. For not only is it certain that your financial success must improve, but the evidence of that success will then prepare you for deliberate improvement in every aspect of your life experience. So, with all this happiness card and all of this abundance coming in, the fourth pentacles could be, a lack of money, like I said, the lack mentality. And then we have the badass here. Maybe spirit is wanting you to know that the work that you've done is being seen, and you may be. I feel like this is the energy of abundance coming in, and spirit wants you to get grounded, because I know grounding is one of the cards that came out that flipped over that I wasn't going to look at, but I just happened to see it a little bit. I want you to ground yourself in your beliefs about money at this time. Because you may soon experience, a lot of it. And so, like I said, it's certain that your financial success must improve, but the evidence of that success will then prepare you for deliberate improvement in every aspect of your life experience. I'm with the crown chakra here and such. I'm gonna let you guys, you hear it, however that makes you feel. I'm gonna let you guys interpret that for yourself. Again, this is Empower You Wellness and Tarot. I'm here to empower you to do the work. And so I need to meditate on that for myself as well, because I know I do definitely have a weird view on money, because I've been in, a lack mentality for most of my life. And that has come from, my parents. They have, had, a lack mentality. And they passed that down on to me. And I feel like I could be so much more in life had I had, parents that was more encouraging and spoke to the abundance of life versus the fear of life. So again, let's just back to the Four of Pentacles. And then beneath the Four of Pentacles was the Knight of Pentacles. This has been a long time coming. This has been a process, because the Knight of Pentacles, you usually see, the knight sprinkling seeds with the horse walking. Well, in one deck, the Knight of Pentacles not even on his horse, he's walking. The Knight of Pentacles is like one of the slowest moving knights of the deck. So it's like planting the seed. You can't force anything to happen. You got to let that seed get into the ground and open up and sprout and fight its way up to, the surface of the ground to reach the sun. It's been a process, a long process. And look at here, Five of Swords. That's that mental conflict. You may have had mental conflict in regards to money. But we have the Lovers card here. And for me, recently I came across something that made me look at the Lovers from a different perspective. And it's from the perspective of, because with the Lovers card, there's three entities, three energies here. Male, female, and then you have the angelic entity. And then beneath that is the Queen of Cups. But those three entities is the consciousness, the subconscious, and then the superconscious. I feel the conscious energy is the male energy. The subconscious energy is the female energy, because, the feminine side of us, and we both have both entities in us. The feminine side is more intuitive, and then, of course, the superconscious is the universe, God, source. So there's going to, like I said, there's a merging of those energies that's going to help you to overcome the mental conflict that you have about money. The mental conflict that you have about, lack. It's going to be, you're going to get an understanding of your lack mentality, why you have it, and you're going to heal it so that you can move into a more of an abundance type of way of living. And this has been a long time coming. So we've already into this reading like 33 minutes, and that's just too much, too long. So let me stop rambling. So let's get into it. Clarifying the Page of Swords and the Emperor card, we have Pachamama. Yeah, Pachamama. I don't know this energy, so I'm gonna have to read on her. And then we have Eostre. 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 I said I was gonna find out for sure what those energies were. I'm almost a buck that those energies, that card is the crown chakra. Yep, crown of the head. So we have liberation, freedom, and then spiritual truth. So Spirit is not only asking you to speak your inner truth, but also to, speak your spiritual truth. Find out what your spiritual truth is. Be a badass. Put yourself out there. Allow your spiritual truth to be seen. You may have been afraid to be free with sharing and talking about your spiritual truth because it's not one of the norm. But Spirit wants you to, again, not cower into the Page of Swords energy, but to be an emperor. Not a king, not a knight, but an emperor. To take control and stand in your power. So the spiritual truth card speaks of integration, illumination, and vision. This mudra balances all systems and energy centers of the body, supports full yogic breathing, and it enhances a sense of well-being. So the instructions is: join the tips of the thumbs and index fingers of each hand, forming a closed circle. Hands in front of the heart. Touch the tips of the joined fingers together. Left palm faces inward, right palm faces outward. And the affirmation is: I awaken the vision of my highest truth. Yes, I awaken the vision of my highest truth so that I can stand in my power with this Emperor card. One more time. I awaken the vision of my highest truth. Now for the Liberation card, it assists with unity, freedom. I hope that wasn't a bee. You know, I'm over here shaking. They're going to sting my face. It assists with unity, freedom, and liberation. The benefits: it assists all the systems of the body, supports inner stillness and courage, releases fears, releases the fear of taking control, of being that leader card with the Emperor card, or being this badass. Instructions: rest the left hand on your lap facing inward. Lay the right hand over the left, palm facing up. Allow thumbs to touch. Relax the shoulders down, lengthen the spine. Affirmation: I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. So I feel like union, consciousness, and bliss could be the Lover's card. Consciousness, the male energy. Bliss, the feminine energy. Union, the combination of those two, which is God, which is the universe. So, and I have no idea of these goddesses, so this reading is going to be a long one, obviously. Eostre. I'm just going to get a little bit. I'm just going to read the divination meaning. Wow, that's beautiful. The key word is growth. The symbols are hares, like rabbits, flowers of spring, new beginnings, and the lamb, gentleness. Affirmation: I'm constantly growing into my best self. Exactly. The divination meaning: wakey, wakey, time to shakey. When Eostre arrives in your reading, it is a perfect time to send some energy into the projects you wish to complete or rebirth into something new. You are about to experience a time where you feel revitalized and re-energized with your work in the world, that abundance coming in, right? And your spirituality, spiritual truth. Eostre asks, what are you going to do with all of this potential? Put your energy to use and start planting that Knight of Pentacles cards, right? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. And start planting the seeds for the life you want to create. It's time to grow. So to work with the Eostre, you can meet the dawn, watch the sun shine, spend time at an animal shelter caring for the fauna that needs aid. And it says here, try something different, switch up your look, take a class, or make some new friends. To heal with Eostre, allow yourself to sleep at least once a week. Allow yourself to sleep in. Say that you need to sleep more than once a week. Allow yourself to sleep in at least once a week. Say no to taking on anything new until you have finished what is already on your plate. Do some work in the garden or tend to some plants, or come outside to the park and sit out and enjoy nature, I would say as well. So now Pachamama. I like that. Ooh, they got Oya up in here. Pachamama. 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 I like saying it there, obviously. Alright. Pachamama. Here she go. Keyword is balance. And if you look at her, she's a very earthy energy because she has the mountains on her back, leaves in her hair, and EO Straight just spoke about, being outside of nature as well. And it's here with the crown chakra energy. So being out in nature will help you to cleanse that crown chakra. Because even in E5, I had practiced or studied E5 for a moment. And, part of the spiritual work that we would do is, I wouldn't say constant, but regular head cleanings, and that's where my Baba, which is, an E5 priest, would, do a head cleaning. It was a whole little ritual that we did, and he would pray Orisha prayers, and I just spoke about Oya. Oya is one of the Orishas of E5, aka God or Goddess. Oya is a feminine energy, so she's like one of the goddesses, feminine goddesses or feminine Orishas of E5. And actually, Oya was one of the Orishas that, with E5, you have two Orishas. You have a masculine Orisha and a male Orisha, and they do a reading to find out which Orisha rules your head. And so Oya was his feminine Orisha that ruled his head. So and she's the energy of the wind, allowing that wind to blow across your body and blow away negative energies and things like that. And she's also the Orisha of the graveyard as well. So just look into it, read on it if you want to. That's neither here nor there, I don't think, but maybe it is. Let it resonate wherever it resonates for you. But anyway, balance is the key word. Symbol is Sacred Valley, coca leaves, an Andean cross, Andean. I'm sure I probably didn't pronounce that right. The affirmation is all areas of my life are in perfect balance. And even this money card says that this success, this financial improvement is going to prepare you for deliberate improvement in every aspect of your life experience. Right? And this one is saying all areas of my life are in perfect balance. So it says, meet the goddess. I wish I read that on Estory. But she is an Andean or Andine goddess who is the personification of the earth and the connection of the mountains to the realm of the gods. She is an earth goddess associated with the harvest, farming, and fertility, crops, and life lived on the land, which makes me think of that Knight of Pentacles. She's a generous goddess that provides for all who live in balance and connection with her. However, if she is angered or if the earth is mistreated, she causes earthquakes and may spoil harvests. Let's get into the divination meaning. Because we are deep in this reading, and we still on the first row of cards, and I hadn't even clarified them. Pachamama arrives in your reading today because you are in a state of imbalance, and you need to take some healing steps to bring yourself and your life back into alignment. Again, out of balance because you're not maybe stepping into your leadership role. Maybe you've again resorted back to that childlike energy. Perhaps, take some healing steps to bring yourself and your life back into alignment. This imbalance may be from working too many hours, an indulgence or recreational activity you've been doing too much, or you may be doing too much every day without the rest you require. Even the other one says sleep in at least once a week. Balance is not something you can attain once and then your work is done. It is something you need to check on throughout your day, week, or month, depending on just how much is changing within and around you. So work with Pachamama. Go for a walk in nature, especially in the mountains if you can. Tend to your garden. Estros spoke about that. Or community garden. Make a conscious decision to reduce your waste, to recycle. So let's get into the tarot cards for this energy and see what message may come from it. Shit. That was a big splash. Must have been a big old catfish or something. So clarifying the Emperor card, coming out of a page energy and taking control over your life. Like I said, you may have been working too hard, may have been, you know, putting a lot of energy into other people, making sure they're okay, but you're not really getting the rest that you need to recharge, you know. And Spirit wants you to free yourself, speak your spiritual truth, take that leadership role, and just be true to yourself. Focus on yourself, recharge yourself. We have the Three of Cups here for me, which is an ancestor card. Your ancestors are here also asking you to take the leadership role, because we have the Hierophant energy here, which is that mentor energy, like the Pope. He's like over all of Catholic churches, I guess. I believe. I'm not really sure about what the Pope duties are. But again, that is that emperor leadership type energy. So your spirit guides are here maybe preparing you to take this leadership role. And there may be a lot of anxiety on your end. Again, with the Page of Swords, resorting back to a childlike energy. But we have the Chariot card. Our body is a chariot, but also the Chariot card is about trampling over the obstacles. It's moving forward with willpower and determination. Spirit wants you to know that you have what it takes. Follow your intuition here with the High Priestess card that connects to the third eye and crown. Listen to your intuition, because your spirit guides and ancestors are guiding you to happiness. Excuse me. You know, make sure you speak with meaning with the Knight of Swords here, and stand your ground in the things that you, stand your ground in the things that you believe in. Two of Pentacles. That's going to help you to make the decision you need in regards to your personal life and your career, your spiritual life. It's going to help you to make the right decision, a balanced decision, the decision to walk in your it's going to help you to make the decisions that you need to create the life that you've always wanted. Because this is just a random card that was in the deck. Welcome to the realm where myth and magic are reality. And I kept this in here because this is about you creating the life that you want. And not ironically, just perfectly, the card after that is the Magician card, which is the card that speaks about manifestation and manifesting whatever it is that you want in life. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is that balance energy, the balance of give and take. You know, there may be people in your life that, you know, give you unrequited love. You give, and they just take, and don't restore you. But this is about, you know, balancing out their energy, whether it means walking away from somebody who abused their power and authority over you, who abuses your love, walking away from that person, and you know, finding that balance within yourself, or that could be just the balance coming in, people coming in, or again, you manifesting that balance into your life, because Eight of Pentacles, you're doing the work. And then Queen of Swords, you are cutting out those things that are no longer serving you. You're not so much moving from a place of emotion, but from a place of logic, and being smart about and strategic about the moves that you make, because you are intentional about making your dreams and goals come true. Not at the expense of others. You're empowering other people at this time. Just like the badass says, your ancestors is wanting you to, it's maybe confirming to you that you've already been this badass energy, but just making sure that you speak life into other people as well. This is not about ascending, but stepping on people in the process. Clarifying the Hangman and Ten of Swords. Look at that. We have the Warrior. Spirit wants you to be a warrior right now. You're fighting not only for you, but for humanity. And then we have Hecate. Hecate. I'm gonna read a little bit on her because I'm not really sure. I want to read the Warrior, but we already like an hour in. And then we have grounding. So I'm not going to read everything on this grounding card because this is going to be a different video. With this channel, Empower You Wellness and Tarot, we're going to do the reading, and if there's any work to do afterwards, there's going to be a whole nother video. So I'm going to do a whole nother video with the mudra cards, and we're going to do the work. We're going to do the mudras and say the affirmations and everything. So we're going to save that for later. But this assists with grounding, stability, and connection to the physical body. Just like one of the other cards was saying, you are spirit materialized. The physical body, the physical me is materialized spirit. Okay, so this is connecting to, even though you're, very spiritual, but this is about knowing that this physical presence is important, just as important as the spiritual side. Because maybe before you were so much in the spirit realm of things that you were no earthly good. It was like you're so heavenly minded, you know earthly good type shit. That's one of those little black sayings. But I said I wanted to read Hecate, Hecate. Because I don't know. I've seen the name before. I just don't know about that goddess. So, crossroads, that's interesting because I did speak about Ifa and the Orisha, the male Orisha that rules my head, according to the reading that I got, is Eshu, and Eshu is the Orisha. He's a male of the crossroads. So it's interesting that she comes up here. Symbol is the torch, Siberius, and the pentagram. The affirmation is, I am empowered in my decision making. I am empowered in my decision making. And the Emperor is that one that makes, those executive decisions as I spoke of before. So Hecate is a powerful crone Greek goddess of magic, witchcraft, and the moon. So kind of in tune with the high priestess energy. She is known for her connection to the spirit world, and is the goddess of the crossroads. That means the one between the physical and the spirit world. Interesting, because that card was just speaking about the physical and the spirit too. So I'm gonna read the rest of this. Between the physical and the spirit world, and the crossroads of decisions, as she can see the past, present, and future at the same time. She holds the torch that lights the way to truth and wisdom through the darkness, through the unknown, through your shadow phase. She also carries a knife that cuts any ties to the past. Queen of Swords, remember? That cuts any ties to the past. Hecate has a special connection with dogs, both alive and ghost, because of Siberius, right? She also has a connection to Siberius, the three-headed hound that guards the door to the underworld. The divination meaning, you're coming to a crossroad that requires you to make an important decision. Hecate's message is not to worry about making the wrong choice, because you got the clarity here with the liberation, spiritual truth, and speaking your inner truth. Don't worry about making the wrong choice. You can always alter your path on the road because you got your ancestors covering you. But you can always alter your path on the road or change your mind later when you make the decision to cut your negative ties to the past. There's nothing there for you now anyway. You'll remain stuck with the Hangman. Remember, this is what she's clarifying. the warrior. You're fighting not to remain stuck. You'll remain stuck if you allow connections to linger, or find yourself always going back to people or situations that are not healthy. Make a clean break. Work with Hecate. Perform a cord-cutting ritual to release ties to the past and unhealthy people. So that can be part of the work that we do in another video. Spend time at your local dog shelter. Honor your ancestors and the elders in your family and community for all they've done. Ashe. I wish I had a notebook here. I need to make a note, but I can always watch this back to see what work we need to do. But, this is letting me know. To heal with Hecate, write down your list of fears for moving forward and consider the opportunity in each. Start making small decisions for yourself and move up to larger ones. And practice gratitude about aging. It is a privilege denied to many. Beautiful. So let's get the tarot on this. We got the Eight of Cups, the King of Staffs, which is the warrior card, and we do have the warrior card here. You are a warrior, okay? Never forget it. Never forget it. Don't fall back and cower. Because you've done the work and your ancestors are proud and they are supporting you in your journey. So we have the Eight of Cups. That's walking away from the fear. Remember the Ten of Swords, because the Nine of Swords is anxiety, being afraid. And then the Nine of Swords goes to the 10. So that means that you've allowed that anxiety. You've worried about things so much that you may have manifested those things that you did not want to happen. But just like Hecate was saying, even if you do make the wrong decision, you can always alter it. You can always fix it. So it's about walking away from, what's not serving you. Yeah, you may have made a mistake. You may have made the wrong decision, but you can always turn back around because you're still here. You still have breath in your body, So appreciate aging, because there's a lot of people who were denied that opportunity. You're walking away and becoming a warrior. Nine of Pentacles, which is that entrepreneur, luxury type lifestyle. Remember, we spoke about the money and the abundance coming in. You have an abundance coming in, and so we have the Fool card. We need you to take the leap of faith. Page of Pentacles. Take a leap of faith in this new opportunity that's coming to you in the area of work, because you will be victorious, because we have the Six of Staffs here, which is that victorious energy. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is that self-love for me, an overwhelming overflow of love coming into you, and finances perhaps coming to you, overflow of maybe options, because we have the Seven of Cups, which can represent having a lot of options and maybe being confused as to which one to pick. And then we have the Ace of Staffs here, which is that opportunity coming in from Spirit. So Spirit is going to help guide you, because this is underneath the Temperance card. The Hangman, Ten of Swords, and Temperance. Hang back, chill out. Don't worry so much. Let Spirit take care of it, because they're going to bring in signs and synchronicities that's going to allow you to know which way you need to go and what you need to do. So just ground yourself in this time right now with this warrior and Hecate energy. So in our last and final placement, to clarify this Nine of Cups, Two of Swords, wish fulfillment, but not, kind of confused as to what decision to make or whatever. We have the Fairy, and then we also have Athena. So Spirit wants you to be in high energy, of course, because the fairies are, all about fun. They're light energy. She has all these little animals around her. She's smiling. She's partying. She got the butterfly wings. You're in the middle of a transformation. The hair is red. So that's the energy of passion and just that fiery, passionate energy. And then we have Athena here, which is I think she's a Greek goddess. And Athena, I know Aphrodite is about love. I'm not really sure about Athena. And then we have here, look at that, opening. This is the opening in mudra. And this is the Yoni Mudra as well. If you look at it, it kind of looks like a vagina. But anyway, it represents that feminine energy. And men, you can do this too, because you got male, which is the bright side, and feminine energy within you, male and female. So you may need to work this energy to balance out that feminine energy within you. So this helps with inner cycles, fluidity, helping you to just go through, just go with the flow with ease, being like water, adapting to the situation, but still getting, accomplishing your goal. And then a feminine awakening. It supports reproductive and urinary health. If you're a woman, it eases menstrual, PMS, and menopausal symptoms. And this mudra also directs breath to the sacrum, the lower back, and the pelvis. So men, if you have any issues in those areas, you can do this mudra. The affirmation is, I open to the divine feminine within me. Again, just getting more in tune with the feminine side and the feminine energy, that getting more in tune with your intuition if you're a male. And just, getting more in tune with that feminine side of you, because it is a part of you. You're not, just because you're man don't mean that's all that, that's all that encompasses you. No, you encompass feminine energy as well. So let's read into some of these goddesses. Athena. I'm on Artemis. I just saw Artemis. She's that warrior energy too. So Athena is about strategy, and I spoke about strategy too earlier. The symbols is cogs of a wheel, the owl, a gorgon's head, and a Spartan helmet. So that speaks of her as a warrior as well. And then she does have a shield on her arm here. The affirmation: I go after what I want with a clear mind and intelligent plan. Come on, badass. Come on, badass. That's what they saying. And underneath that is Pele, that goddess of I believe that's the Hawaiian goddess of like the volcanoes and things like that. Again, speaking towards that fire energy. Athena is the Greek goddess of war. We just spoke about the warrior, right? So each of these, placements are correlating with each other perfectly. We get the one, and then the other one speaks directly to what we just spoke to, and keep going down the line. But anyway, the goddess of war, strategy, and wisdom. She is one of the 12 Olympian gods of the Greek pantheon and a virgin goddess. She sprung to life fully grown and armed. She won the right to be the patron and protector of Athens city in competition from her father, Zeus. She often took the form of an owl to observe the actions of her people. Although Athena is a warrior goddess, she always engaged her intellect and never let fierceness override her wisdom. Again, that's that using, acting from emotional intelligence, not allowing your emotions to overwhelm you and make you make stupid decisions. She engaged her intellect, and we spoke about that before, I believe. All right, so in the divination, the divination meaning, it's time to put your experience, wisdom, and intellect to good use. Badass. Put yourself out there and move forward with clear overall objectives or goals. So it's time to really strategize and plan. Do not worry about the small obstacles in your way, because we already had the chariot that we running over the obstacles or anything that's blocking us. They will divert your attention from what really matters. Athena wants cool heads to prevail. So you aren't going to gain anything from lashing out or making decisions in the heat of the moment. Hold your cards close to your chest at this time. You may just be onto a winning idea. Did I say that with the Ace of Staffs? Spirit is bringing you a winning idea, and you deserve the credit and accolades for it. It doesn't mean you have to be paranoid, just discerning. Oh, I love it. I love it. Work with Athena. Embrace your inner warrior by working out or join a self-defense class. Energetically protect yourself before stressful situations. And play strategy games such as chess to exercise your mind. Heal with Athena. Look at where you've been self-sabotaging and work towards breaking those cycles. Ashe, come on. Even with the money, with the way you think about money. Tend your boundaries and don't be afraid to say no. One of the other cards said that too. Don't take on too many things. Don't say yes to nothing else until you've finished one thing. Work with a counselor or a life coach to create a strategy and vision for the future. And that could be listening to tarot readings, or doing exactly this, working with a counselor or a life coach. The fairy. I wanted to read a little bit on the fairy as well. Santa Morte. I'm loving the goddesses in this book. It's so diverse, which I really love. ST spider. So where's the T's at? Nah. Okay, maybe it's, yeah, here we go. Exactly. The fairy. Play. The key word is play. Symbols is nature. Being out in nature, when we spoke about that. Yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Quokka. That's Quokka. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up. And a lead beater possum. LEADBEATER. Possum. So this is something else that we need to do within the work, is research what those things are, so we can maybe look, if it's an animal, I want to look up the totem message for these animals and see what message may be there for us. So affirmation: I embrace the healing magic of play. All right, so we make sure you have balance in your life with it. Again, kind of with the Two of Pentacles. Balance out the strategy and you planning your next step and working through the things that you need to work through now. But also, don't forget to have fun and to play and to laugh and enjoy. Go online, baby, and watch some Tony Baker videos. For me, it always brings a smile to my face. And I had to do that even last night because I was, like I said at the beginning of the video, pray for my mom. But at the same time, I know that laughter is healing. Laughter is always healing. So don't be afraid. I think I posted this on my Facebook page not too long ago. Maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. I had posted on there saying that it's okay to laugh, because I had just got out of a serious conversation or debate or whatever. And then the next thing you know, I'm posting something funny. And I kind of felt that, maybe people will judge me or like, oh, she ain't really serious because she laughing. And if she was just, but it's okay. We're human and we have a range of emotions. And we need that laughter to keep us empowered and rejuvenated so that we can keep fighting, Meet the archetype. Fairy embody the spirit of pure love for life and belief that anything is possible. Our fairy lives life with arms wide open and dances with the elements, nature, and animals. She is adorned with leaves, big, bright wings. She calls for all to come and play and let our inner child experience the wonders of life. And remember, it's this really nice purple color, like the crown chakra energy here. Fairies are sensitive and powerful empaths, connected to nature, and are very compassionate and empathetic to all living creatures. I think I may be a fairy, baby. I've always connected to fairies, though. I really have. So maybe I'm a fairy. Earthing. Anyway, maybe you're a fairy. We're fairies. The divination meaning. Fairy has come into your life today to invite you to play, especially if it's something that you haven't been able to make space for lately. When was the last time you let your inner child come out and play? Make some time in your busy schedule to give your inner child some playtime and some healing energy. You'll feel happier, healthier, and have more energy. If you have children in your family, have a play date with them. Life can wait. time with children helps you remember how to play, all while making them feel loved, validated, and important. It just says loved and valued, but I added the rest. Work with fairy. Build a fort out of cushions or play another favorite childhood game. Finger paint and play with bubbles. Dress up like a fairy and embody the archetype. Heal with the fairy. Call out your inner trickster when it wants to stir trouble. Redirect that energy into something more positive. Get out in nature again and ground your energy, grounding by going barefoot on the earth. Donate to a children's charity if you can. Those are 3 ways that you can heal with the fairy. Let's see what the look at that, beautiful. The tarot cards say about it. So we have, oh, this is nice. This is beautiful. I like it. And it makes sense. So again, this energy about Athena working, planning, and strategizing, but not being so deep into your strategies and stuff, and so serious about, this warrior energy, being so much in the warrior energy that you don't balance it out with that fairy energy as well, that lightness, because that's what's going to help you to achieve your wish fulfillment here with the 9 of Cups, and help you to get out of this that with the 2 of Swords. Like I said, you're confused whether you need to be in warrior energy the whole time, or if you or how you may feel, or people may feel, if you go from a warrior to a gentle energy. We're everything in one. So don't be afraid to balance that out and to just play. Get serious, but balance that out with play. Here, and embracing that feminine side with the Yoni Mudra, the opening, open to the divine feminine within me, open into that feminine energy, trusting your intuition. But we have the Ace of Swords here, which is what the 10 of Swords reduced, and that 10 of Swords reduces to the 1, like we said again, victory, triumph, clarity, right? So we've gotten our working orders, we gotten our commands from Spirit, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles here. Spirit is saying we're going to bring in the people that you need to help build. But just like Athena said, keep your cards close to your hand, because we have the 7 of Swords here. You may have some people acting like they're on your team, but they're really not. So be discerning about who you tell your goals and dreams to, because there is something hidden that is about to be revealed, and that could be you and your warrior energy and the things that you have and that Spirit has for you, all of this abundance. Because we have here the Hermit card, which is that isolation energy, going into the dark night of the soul. That's what I was trying to find, the dark night of the soul, that shadow energy. And then of course the Moon here, and it was one of these cards here, the Hecate, the Hecate with the torch. Hecate, Hecate. I'm gonna find out how to pronounce that, but she is here. This warrior energy is here to help you through this darkness, to with that torch, to light you through the darkness, so that you can reach that enlightenment, because that's what the Hermit card is. Most of the time you see the Hermit, he's in the dark, he has a lantern, and there's a star within there, and the star within the lantern is what's guiding him. But also the star card represents healing as well. So the enlightenment is what's going to heal you, and so that is being revealed to you at this time too. So it may be good to be isolated. Could be a Virgo energy, because with the Hermit card, it could be a Virgo energy here that may be bringing in some negative energy, that deceitful, lying, theft energy, maybe trying to steal from you, and it's going to be revealed to you. It's going to be revealed to you. But at the end of the day, it just might be enlightenment or illumination of something that you already know. But we have the Empress energy here. You will be victorious either way. There is the Empress is the energy of abundance and of nature. So going out in nature, grounding your energy, getting those messages from the signs and synchronicities and omens that you see in regards to whatever animals that you may see come towards you, or surround you like the Damselfly. I'm going to research the Damselfly too, and that would be in the work video. Just take note of what you see and look it up and see what the meanings are. But again, abundance here with the Empress get out in nature card, because you are on the path to your destiny here with the Wheel of Fortune. And then Knight of Cups. Though there's people around you that may be negative and trying to steal from you or whatever, no, whatever decision you make, no, it's not the wrong decision. And even if it is, you can always turn around. But lead in love, move in love. Again, the Knights represents movement, and then the Cups represents love, emotions, and heart. So move in a way that empowers people, and move in love, just like the Badass was saying. Empower. The Badass card is empowering you to be yourself and to put yourself out there and not be afraid, but also helping others to do the same. So be discerning about, the plans that you are, that's coming to you and that are rebirthing, that you may be rebirthing into existence. But it's all good. I see a lot of abundance here for you if you step into the leadership role. Speak your inner truth, speak your spiritual truth, and just be free. Just be free. All right, so that's what I have for you. I hope that helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all, and until next time, peace.